all on the behalf of lovely professional university for taking a keen part in today's webinar entitled as Role of Bioengineering and Biosciences in Achieving Sustainable Development Goals. So attendees, I'm sure that you all will feel enriched after the completion of today's webinar. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. Dr. Neeta Raj, Dean, Head, School of Bioengineering and Biosciences, lovely professional university. Doctorate in Biochemistry from Jivaji University, Gwalior. She has been very instrumental in research when it comes to education. Having vast research, academic, industrial, and administrative experience for over 23 years, she has played a pivotal role in bolstering the foundation of the school with her multifaceted and dynamic caliber. Till date, she has more than 75 publications, 37 patents, 10 projects, 11 books, and 9 copyrights to her credit. She is actively working in association with worldwide universities. Moreover, she has been the investigator of several externally funded international and national projects and member of Association of Biotechnology and Pharmacy, India. So ma'am, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining. I humbly welcome our expert, Ms. Karnika Tripathi, Senior Associate, PricewaterhouseCoopers, US Acceleration Center, Bangalore. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. Furthermore, I humbly welcome our alumni of highest caliber and repute, Ms. Suravi Das, student of MSc Zoology, passed in year 2018 from lovely professional university and currently working as Senior Manager Content, BTech Marketing. So thank you so much, Suravi, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I would also like to welcome our admission expert, Professor Rishi Chopra, Assistant Dean, School of Computer Application, lovely professional university, an experienced professional who is working as an academician for more than 20 years. Also, he is the project head of Division of Admissions, lovely professional university, and attendees today, he will take up eligibility, fee, and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, he'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So thank you, sir, for joining us today. Furthermore, I would like to welcome Dr. Minaj Ahmed Khan, Associate Professor, School of Bioengineering and Biosciences, lovely professional university. With an experience of more than 10 years as an academician, he is also a research active, having more than 20 research papers in renowned journals. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. So with this, we'll begin today's webinar. I welcome you all once again to the webinar and hope that you all will have a great interaction with experts. So over to you, Dr. Minaj, for the brief introduction about for our industry expert and our alumni. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rubina, and a very good afternoon to all of the panelists and the audience sitting over here. Well, we all are now well aware about the today's topic as per the introduction given by Rubina regarding the role of bioengineering and biosciences in achieving sustainable development goals, where our own university has been putting up extra efforts to achieve these goals, and we have been awarded with also a certain number of rankings with top rankings, including the #1 rankings to our school as well. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Karnika Tripathi, who has been along with us right now in this session to have an interaction with our future biotechnologists. And Ms. Karnika has been a postgraduate from IIT Mumbai in the year 2012, and she has been an experienced professional in life science consulting, research, and advisory. Currently working as senior associate with PricewaterhouseCoopers US Acceleration Center, Bangalore, since April 2021. And not only that, she has also worked with them as an experienced associate for 2 years. And also she has been worked as senior research associate and research associate with Future Bridge at Navi Mumbai. Ma'am, it is our extreme pleasure to welcome you on this platform, and I am pretty sure that your interaction with our future biotechnology aspirants to tell them the importance of sustainable development goals and how biotechnology is going to achieve that, is helping to achieve that. At the same time, I'm welcoming Ms. Suravi Das. It is a proud moment for all of us to introduce the one of our proud alumni who has been passed out from year 2018, and she has been our one of the very bright student, not only in terms of her academics, also about her extracurricular and co-curricular activities, and that is the reason why she has gained uh, just in a 3 or 4 years span of time, she has gained innumerous experience of working as a content writer or developer, and she has been currently working as an associate with Brewtech Marketing. So Ms. Suravi will be talking about her experience at LPU and how the experience at LPU has driven her to achieve her goals. So I welcome you both, Ms. Karnika and Ms. Suravi, onto the platform. Now over to you, Ms. Ruby, for providing Dr. Neeta Raj the rights to start with the session. Thank you. Over to you, Neeta, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Dr. Minhas. At the outset, I would like to welcome all the panelists and all the participants on behalf of entire fraternity of School of Bioengineering and Biosciences and Lovely Professional University. We are located in 56th block of the lush green campus of Lovely Professional University. And today, the topic what we are going to discuss is very close to my heart. That is the role of bioengineering and biosciences in achieving sustainable development goals. So the entire discussion has been divided into two parts about sustainable development goals. Because first of all the participants, all the aspirants of biotechnology need to understand that what is sustainable development and what are the sustainable development goals and what are the associate targets. And the another part of the presentation will talk about the active role of biotechnology towards sustainable goals. So if we consider the word sustainable development, it has become the buzzword and the rhetoric. I hope you all are agree to this. And structurally, the concept can be seen as a phrase of two words, that is sustainable and develop. So however, not many definitions are available to describe sustainable development from various angles, from various perspectives. But the most cited and landmark definition of sustainable development was suggested in 1987. And development, and as per the definition, the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So for example, as we all know that India is a developing country, and lots of developments are going on in each sector, each and every sector, very fast. Are done at the cost of damaging of the natural resources, then it will not satisfy the definition of sustainable development. So we need to analyze that what are the positive factors which impose the need of sustainable development, and by 2050, if you see the statistics, you will find that there is a increased rate of population growth, and by 2050 it has been estimated that it is the world's population will grow to nearly 9 billion. And if it is so, then what will happen? It will increase the demand of food, shelter, and very important, that is water. In addition to that, human activity has led to a very real danger to the environment. And you can see the climate change, the desertification, the water stress, ecosystem degradation. And we are approaching to the tipping point of our planetary boundaries. And once we pass this threshold, then what will happen? It will cause irreversible damage to the earth ecosystem, and it will cause devastating situation. The poor people continue the daily fight for their survival and lacking basic levels of nutrition, health, and sanitation, shelter. So we cannot support a model of development that depletes our natural resources and destroys the environment. Therefore, sustainable development model is the need of the hour that we can maintain and support, and it is very important for our youth to understand about the sustainable development. Most of the time we see that we add this word sustainable development to explain or to make our presentation very attractive, but in actual, whether we are able to understand the essence of sustainable development? No. So in view of need of sustainable development, UN Sustainable Development Summit was held in 2015 in New York, and wherein 2030 agenda of sustainable development was adopted, and it included the set of 17 sustainable development goals and 169. You can see here 17 sustainable development goals and 169 targets. And these SDGs are serving as a roadmap for the global sustainable development and growth in coming years. So these SDGs apply to all the countries, rich and poor, although each country is expected to push forward the different targets in accordance with its own priority. So obviously for India, the priority areas are nutrition, food insecurity, health, water, sanitation, climate change, and clean energy. So if we see broadly, the 17 SDGs have been grouped under 5 P's, that is people, planet, partnership, peace, and prosperity. And it is the shared holistic and long-term vision for improving the lives of people everywhere. So before I go in details to discuss the role of biotechnology in achieving the sustainable development goals, I would like to invite one of the very bright, vibrant panelists, Kanika, to share her views. Kanika, over to you, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for introducing me, and thank you, ma'am, for setting up the context. Let me please share my screen. Then I'll continue. Is my screen visible?
Yes, very well.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So, okay. Thank you for introducing me again. And I'm Karnika, and I've been working in management consulting and technology research and advisory for 8 years now. And one of my jobs, as one of my daily day-to-day jobs, include tracking the industry, the trends which are shaping up the industries, which are of my interest, especially healthcare and food and nutrition. So with this, I would like to share what I intend to talk about today, which specific area I want to highlight today, which can definitely help in meeting the sustainable development goals in future. I think I can skip these slides since ma'am has already set the context very well.
If you want
But
to
I
add,
would,
no problem.
yeah,
As it's,
sure, ma'am.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go there. Yeah. As ma'am already spoke about the Sustainable Development Goals, which were put forth by the UN United Nations Development Program. I believe, and I think we all agree that there are so many facets in life sciences which will definitely help in supporting these and achieving these sustainability goals. In life sciences, we have seen so many existing technologies and the emerging technologies, for example, artificial intelligence, machine learning, NLP, blockchain, telemedicine, this 3D printing. There are so many technologies which are building upon the existing technologies and leading to and exploring new avenues. And I totally believe that life sciences would be contributing a lot in achieving so many of these sustainable development goals. Today, I would like to focus on one of such development areas, which I believe will not only help in achieving the climate change goals, but will also be playing a major role in achieving the hunger, the food, overcoming the hunger issue, which would be a big issue in future. So to set the context, I would like to share some of the statistics which were shared by FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization, a part of United Nations, that by 2050, we would be requiring the demand for protein sources, the food source, the meat production will increase by 50%, whereas the arable land, the agriculturable land would be reduced by 2 times. Uh, so this and the increasing population is constantly pushing the need for exploring new reliable protein sources and the food sources. One of the areas, one of the promising areas, I would say, which could definitely play a major role in achieving this is artificial meat. Artificial meat is nothing but creating meat uh, using not basically not by slaughtering animals but by either taking some plant proteins or by animal cells, stem cells, to create the proteins or the meat. It is also known as vegan meat, plant-based meat. There is lab-based meat, lab-grown meat. It is also called as meat analog. There are different names given to it, but the basic I would say goal is to achieve a striking resemblance to genuine meat, so that it has a similar sensory experience, nutritional value, aftertaste, the food, the mouth feel, the texture, flavor, everything same as the genuine meat. In fact, there have been some videos which show some meat eaters. They were not able to distinguish between these meats and from the origin, from real meats. So these have been in for a while now. We must have heard of tempeh. There is tofu, which are very widely used. But the quest for the current this modern artificial meat, it started when the two companies, which are Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat, were born in 2009 and 11. And the first product, which was a burger patty made of artificial meat, was launched in 2016. um, After a lot of research. Parallelly, research and innovation has been going on in lab grown meats as well, and the first such burger was launched in 2013. After a brief introduction about the lab grown meat and the plant based meat, collectively we can call it as artificial meat, I would like to share what are the types and the processes involved in this. So uh, I would like to share one interesting thing about the artificial meat. So they are the the, the teams or the companies who are working on this. They are trying to create so much resemblance in terms of sensory experience, flavor, everything. That one of the companies called Impossible Meats, they are using a substance called heme, which is also a part of meat, but they are trying to grow it using genetically modified yeast. They are taking the gene from leg hemoglobin from soy and producing it and adding it in their products. So this is the level I would wanted to share. This is the level at which the innovation is going on. So that there's a consumer acceptance is there. Basically, coming to the types of artificial meat, they are plant-based. They can be plant-based or lab-grown or cultured meat. Plant-based artificial meats, they are made up of proteins like pea protein or rice protein. Different type of legume proteins can be used for it. They are subjected to a process called texturization, and basically subjected to, sorry, just give me a second. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we are seeing your screen.
Okay.
Are you finding any difficulty in scrolling the screen?
I think it's fine as of now.
Oh, okay. Please go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. So
It's
as
a
I
very
was talking about,
interesting thing you are sharing with us, but I don't able to understand that why they are giving it the name of meat. Why not the plant proteins when they are extracting the proteins from the plants? So what is the reason industries are looking towards the?
yes, ma'am, very interesting observation. The thing is, they are not targeted for vegetarians. They are not calling it veggie proteins or vegetarian product because they want to target that they are designed for meat eaters. They are not targeted for vegetarian population. They want to make the experience as similar, as close as possible to meat, while we, and the bigger, if we see the bigger picture, they are trying to find alternatives for the conventional animal rearing that goes on as of now, and we know how harmful it is for the environment. So to meet the food demands for future, the sustainability goals in terms of food demands as well as for environmental, preserving the environment, this is one of the is areas where they are trying to develop the meat so that the people, they don't compromise with the taste, with the experience of eating meat, but at the same time it is much more cleaner, much more healthier for our bodies as well as for the environment.
Thank you, Karnika, for a very convincing answer. Please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. So, like I said, the artificial meats, they are of two types. One is based out of plants. They are subjected to a process called texturization, which leads to formation of fibers, which are very similar to meat. There are different processes for texturization called TVP or this shear cell technology. They're very well established and are routinely used in the industry. And the second type of meat cultured meat is the second type of artificial meat is called lab grown meat or cultured meat, which is actually taken from animal stem cells, and they are basically grown in bioreactors or cultivators, same in the nutrient rich medium, intense medium, where the cells are subjected to differentiation into different type of tissues and finally leading to the formation of a meat like structure. Actually it is actually meat, just that it is not obtained from animals but just from their cells. So these are the two types of artificial meats that are in development and are already in market today. Before I move on, I would like to take a pause and would see if there are any questions on this. Any questions, any queries on what I covered?
I don't find any till now.
Okay, okay, I'll go ahead then.
And we'll take up queries after the conclusion of the session.
Okay,
So you can continue, go ahead with your presentation and we'll take up the queries at the end of the session.
okay, yes. So after having covered the basics about types of artificial meat, I would like to share why it is being touted as something which could be a game changer in the way we eat, and as well as for preserving the environment and achieving sustainability goals in terms of climate change. So we all know that meat production is often criticized. It uses a lot of water, it uses a lot of land, it causes landscape degradation. The greenhouse emission associated with animal rearing is huge. Carbon footprint is very, very high. If you see the stats which I have presented here, plant-based animal agriculture, it takes up more than three-fourths of the agriculture land, but it only contributes to around 17% of the food supply. Animal agriculture takes up about one-third of water which is used for global agriculture. So keeping in mind, there were a lot of studies done to assess whether plant-based or lab-grown meat could be a good alternative for that or not. There have been several studies, and all of these studies have found that the plant-based or lab-grown meat could be a very good, suitable option for a sustainable option, which can reduce every environmental impact which is being negatively impacted as of now with the conventional agriculture, animal agriculture. So with this, I would like to share something about the market. How does the artificial meat market looks like? Currently, this market is growing slowly but steadily. And if everything goes on with consumer acceptance, with innovation currently which is going on, it is expected that this market could reach about $25 billion by 2030. There are a lot of companies who are working on the science and the R&D of it, as well as have started the commercialization. It started with two companies which were startups back then, which is Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat. They are now public companies now. They have got a lot of coverage in publicity, and they are doing great business now. Other companies, there are a lot of companies who have joined this bandwagon. There is one called Memphis Meats. It is backed by Bill Gates. Even in India, there are a lot of companies which are coming up. Some examples are Imagine Meats, which is endorsed. I think it was launched by the actors Genelia and D'Souza and Ritesh Deshmukh. There is Good Dot, there is Blue Tribe. So you can see the trend is catching up very rapidly in the market, even in India, not just globally. Even big celebrities, entrepreneurs, businessmen, they are endorsing this. The trends in the market is that the trend in the market is that many of the food based companies, as well as the meat companies, meat packaging companies, the biggest ones are in the US, like Cargill, there is Tyson Meats. They all have started their own plant based meat or lab grown meat division segment in the companies. The companies, they are tying up with fast food chains, and they are in the fast food chains are now including menus in their menus, some of the plant-based specialties. Even they are tying up with retail outlets like Trader Joe's, there's Kroger in the US. They are also stocking their products in their supermarkets. So, and if you'll see the statistic on the right, within just 2 years of 2-3 years of launch in the US, the sales for plant-based meat products, it went up to 37%. So the consumers are also accepting this trend, and yeah. Now coming to some of the factors, drivers and challenges which are affecting this market, affecting this space a lot. There are factors, there is increasing pressure. We know that there is increasing pressure, and from the environment, the climate scientists, the environmental activists, to work towards environment sustainability goals. We know that alternative protein sources, they can reduce the negative environmental impact which is associated with the meat production. And also it can lead to a lot of basically reducing the negative impacts of animal agriculture on the environment. Similarly, the consumers are becoming more aware. They are seeking healthier alternatives owing to a lot of lifestyle diseases, the obesity rates are increasing. So even the consumers are becoming more aware and looking forward for healthier alternatives in food. One of the biggest reasons, as discussed earlier, the need to find alternative protein sources, as the population of the world is expected to rise up to 9.4 or 9.7 billions by 2050. We need to find better sustainable sources for food, which is one of the biggest driving factors for artificial meat space. Also, the advancements in agriculture technology, in synthetic biology, 3D printing, and these things are enabling better production and achieving as close resemblance to the actual meats, so that the consumers don't have to compromise in their tastes, in their preferences. Also, ethical concerns. The meat companies or the meat production industry has been always questioned about the ethical concerns about the supply chain there and the meat production processes. This could also be overcome with artificial meat. But despite so many strong factors which are driving the growth of artificial meat, there are some challenges in this space as well. For example, the regulatory challenges. It is still not clear which regulatory agencies would be responsible for an oversight over the regulatory aspects of lab-grown meat. So this is still under development. We still don't know how these things would be regulated once they become mainstream in the market. Cost, again, although the cost has been reduced a lot since its inception, but still they are relatively costlier than the traditional meat. Even the availability is a question as of now. They are available in limited areas. Then innovation also has been challenged as of now. A lot of factors like availability of cell lines, which would be used for growing the lab grown meat, the culture medium, etc., the biological equipment and the materials that could be used. Everything is not yet very well standardized. So this creates a barrier to entry for the new players, for the smaller players. So this again is a big challenge for the industry or for this space. So despite these so many challenges, I think there are advantages, a lot of factors, very strong factors which are driving the growth, but challenges are also there. So there's a long way ahead, I think, for the artificial meat space to go. It would require support from food companies, from food service providers, governments, regulatory bodies, from scientists who would be willing to work on overcoming the challenges which are there as of now, from environmental advocates, and lastly, but most importantly, from the consumers who will continue to push the innovation in this space to get to obtain and to accelerate the transition to a more sustainable food system for the future. With this, I would like to conclude. This was all I had. I would like to see if there are any questions for me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Karnika, for providing us very deep insight in such a brief period of window. You enhanced the knowledge on artificial meat, and it's really very interesting. And here we can relate very well, actually, the role of bioengineering and biosciences, in short, biotechnology, in achieving the sustainable goal. Because without biotechnology or the techniques, biological techniques, this cannot happen.
Yes, definitely. Stem cell culturing and cell culturing, These all
Yes.
will play a major role in producing lab grown meats, even the plant based meats. Both of them, they are very closely tied to biotechnology and biosciences.
Yeah, and here, if I add more, biochemist is also very important at this point, because analysis of materials, similarly, quality assurance and quality control are very key factors over there. So microbiologists are also required here. So it's an integrated approach, you know. This is biotechnology actually.
It
So
will require a holistic
yes,
participation from different facets in life sciences. Definitely.
exactly.
Yeah.
So may I request our Ruby ma'am, please give me the rights to share the presentation. Ruby ma'am, can you give me the rights for the hands?
All right, ma'am. Okay, give me a moment.
Oh, sure. Once again, Karnika, thank you so much. And if you are busy, I think then you can leave or.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. It was my pleasure. I'm honored to be present among everyone, and I hope you found my session useful and informative. I would take this chance to thank everyone, and I think I'll drop off. But it was a great session and meeting everyone.
We wanted your presence, but since I came to know that your schedule is very busy, so that's why I thought that if you are busy, then you can. It's up to you, but we want you so that at the end, if anyone is having query, and otherwise also if you have any suggestion for us, then we can incorporate to that.
Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll just check if there's any emergency on my end. So
Sure.
otherwise I'll stay. I'll be here.
Thank you. Thank you. So nice of you. So as we were talking about the role of biotechnology, and I would like to say that biotechnology feeds, as you have seen, a very live example as narrated by Kanika, and it heals and fuels the world, right? So let us see the market of biotechnology. If you see the size, you will find that it is increasing. And as I saw the statistics, what Kanika presented over here, that in 2030, the market is going to be, I mean, increased by 25 billion US dollar, if I'm not wrong. So those who are the aspirant of biotechnology program, those who are thinking that they want to in biotechnology should think very carefully, because this is the sector which is growing very fast, very progressive. Even during pandemic, this was the only sector which was resistant to coronavirus. And if you see the verticals and the distribution of startups in this area, you will find the very wide spread distribution of various sectors which are coming under biotechnology. Statistics, because time is short. So you can see over here the integration of biotechnology, various techniques with the SDGs like 7, 12, 2, 6, 14, 15, and so on. And I'm really very delighted to tell that our School of Bioengineering and Biosciences is dedicated towards sustainable development goals, and we got ranked first as per the ranking of Times higher rankings. And this ranking is world ranking, and we are first in India and 40th in the world. So life on land is the basic thrust area of our school, but no doubt we work on SDG 14 also, life below water. I would show you the projects, the kind of projects we are running pertaining to or relating with different sustainable development goals, and we are ranked 10th in life sciences as per the World University rankings, time higher education, and as per Ministry of Education, Government of India, we have been ranked under NIRF 66th, and we come under lovely Faculty of Technology and Sciences. We have 8 different schools in our, I mean, 8 different school is bioengineering, biosciences, and our departments are biotechnology, microbiology, biochemistry, molecular biology and genetic engineering, botany, zoology, bioinformatics, forensic sciences. If I relate the example as discussed by Kanika, you already know that it is pertaining to biotechnology as cell culture is there, microbiology, quality assurance, quality control, biochemistry for analysis, molecular biology, genetic engineering for developing different plant species, and botany for the cultivation of plants which are having high rich protein, which are rich in protein, and zoology also. Zoology, I think we have with us our alumni, Surabhi. Surabhi, are you there? If you can suggest me that how zoology is going to be integrated with artificial meat, if something in your mind.
Well,
Any
thank you for asking me the question, Nita ma'am. So, geology, it's dealing with life science, and life science, it's all about life. So, artificial meat, the meat comes from life. So, this is obviously interrelated with each other. And
wonderful.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Anything else? But
Um,
I'm very happy you gave me a very good answer, quick answer. Okay, so we have bioinformatics, we have forensic sciences, and the programs we are running all engineering programs and biosciences programs. In engineering programs, we have BTech biomedical engineering and BTech biotechnology, and we have international tie-ups also. And you can see here that our 2 students, they have recently done their 1 semester abroad, one example of international program, and we have sciences program also, BSc honors in all these streams as I have mentioned over here, and the duration of the programs is 3 years, and we have semester system. We are also working with the different associations, Association of Microbiologists of India, BioClues is the association. Recently we have got tie-up, and we have started new program, MSc Honors in Computational Biology, and this is in collaboration with the industry. So this is defining curriculum. Time is over. So, okay, Surabhi, if you want to say something about your experience, learning experience in LPU, which relates with sustainable development, or else whatever you want to share your experience, please go ahead quickly.
sure, ma'am, sure. Can I can I share my slides?
Yeah. Okay, you have slides? Yes, you please. Ruby, are
My
you there?
screen
Can you please give me?
my screen is visible.
Yes, of course. I have provided the rights. Yes, Survi, we can see
Okay.
your screen.
Okay. Thank you, Nita ma'am, for giving me the opportunity for be a part of this webinar, and it will be an immense pleasure for me to tell about my journey. And first of all, I will introduce myself. I'm Surabhi Das from Odisha, and I am working since last 5 years in corporate fields. And I got my first opportunity with LPU in 2017 during the placement, and it was all because of LPU, lovely professional university, which gave me my first chance to build my career. So that's why today I'm here. And whenever I go anywhere, or whenever I meet any new client, or I go to any new company, or start my role, or do whatever work I'm doing, I always feel thankful that yes, I got the first opportunity because of the university where I went. And yes, it gave me so much knowledge to develop my personality, to develop my skills, and to fit into the roles that I have been doing till now. And obviously within a small span of time, I can say 4 years, I got this opportunity to become the manager in Brewtech marketing, and they gave me the immense opportunity. So I'm so thankful to my CEO, who felt me that yes, I'm Urdi who can handle the different types of clients and who can deal with different kind of roles. So everything, the confidence, the skills, the knowledge, everything that I got, that is from the university where I studied. So as I know, and as we all know, that LPU is ranked among top 6 promising universities of this country. And today's webinar is on sustainable development goals. So yes, Miss Kanika, she has related it with the science aspect. I will relate it to the life aspect, which I felt that yes, it helped me to achieve sustainable goals in my life and how it helped me. So I don't belong from a very rich family or from a upper middle class family. I belong to a very poor family, and I got admitted in LPU in 2016. My father, he is a very small business person, and he actually run a catering. And we used to leave our living with that small shop only, I can say. So from that background, I came up to this background, and my parents, they feel extremely proud whenever they feel like, okay, my daughter, she was passed out from lovely professional university and now she is doing well in her career. Always I feel blessed because of my teachers, my mentor, Mr. Amit Segal, who helped me a lot during my project submission, when I was doing research and development project under him, under his guidance. And my HOD, Mr. My HOD, Mr. Joydev Datta, he is also very, extremely supportive. He supported me in each step when I was struggling at LPU, because it was a new environment for me. The experience was new, the thing was new, people were from diversified location. I was so new to it because I was from a small place, from a small town, Baleshwar, which is in Odisha. And I was thinking like, okay, how I can be fitting into this environment. First of all, that was the challenge for me. And the second challenge was, every time, when I was going into class, I was coming back from class, I was thinking like, oh, I have to do something in life, I have to make my own identity. And whatever skills I have, the talent I have, the knowledge I have to brush it up, so that I can meet the goal that I am thinking, okay, after 4 years or 5 years I will be at this position. And I will disclose my goal today. I want to not only make myself employed, but also I want to create employment for others. So in future, I want to start my own company or my own business, where I can give employment to the other people also, who are needy, who are talented, and who are looking for for some better chances, for opportunity in their life. And well, I'm working on it. I'm I'm creating the framework for it. So hopefully in next few years I will be able to achieve that. So I was telling
Yeah,
about my journey.
yes, I'm intervening you, and LP is always there for the alumni and the students. If you need any kind of help, any kind of training, if you need for that, then you are most welcome, right?
thank,
We are
thank
promoting startup among our students.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, obviously, thank you so much for letting me know this. I will obviously reach out to you and to sir, when I will start working on my upcoming project. And I will tell about my journey, that yes, as because we are belonging from the science background or from the bioengineering background, it doesn't mean that we can only achieve our career or the career scopes in these fields. So there are so many fields out there. The things that we need to brush up as students, I will suggest that first of all, you need to brush up your communication skill, your confidence, your appearance, and your presentation, like how you are presenting yourself. yourself, because I believe every person is a brand in themselves, as LPU is a brand in itself. It's a big brand, I can say, and we can develop our brand by developing the skills that we have. And LPU gave me the opportunity. How it gave me the opportunity? Because there, I remember there was a PAPE class, there was a skill development class which I was attending over there. It was so helpful to improve my analytical skills, my communication skills, my presentation way, and everything that I can say. Because I was so much afraid when I was initially got admitted in LPU. I was so much afraid to speak even in front of others, because I was not so fluent in English or Hindi or other languages. I was so fluent in Odia, I can say. But it gave me that confidence. Okay, you can speak, you can do something. And my teachers, my professors, they helped me a lot, I can say. And even my classmates, they also helped me a lot. So LPU is a place where we can achieve so many things, where we can get the support of not only teachers but also the classmates, and it's totally tease free. So I didn't felt any kind of teasing or any kind of that kind of thing over there, insult or something. So everything is so much cooperative that it will help us to build our skills and knowledge and our self confidence as well.
So in
So my
short, if I would say that LPU is sustainable university.
yes, ma'am.
Right. We
Yes.
have short of time actually, otherwise I would have shown you that what sustainable strategies LPU is adopting for the sustainable development, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, I
if
won't take
you
much more time. I won't take much more time. So I will quickly go to the next slide. So right now I'm
okay,
working as senior manager at Beautech Marketing, and I first started working at Omics International as assistant managing editor, and I got the opportunity from the placement of LPU cell, and then my journey began from there. I went to Tutorhood Technologies, and I started working as an editor and as a team lead as well. Then I switched to another company because they used to offer me based on my skills. So EC Council, its name. So EC Council, it's a cybersecurity ethical hacking certification body, and I work there as a research and development resource, and as a senior technical writer as well. And then I switched into a MNC company. Its name is Alliant Group, and it's based in US. And then I worked there as a senior research and development associate, and through different platforms I got the opportunity. And it's not because of only my educational background, it's also because of the skills and the interest, the most of the things, the interest that I have to achieve the goal that I want to achieve. So I wanted to explore my knowledge and my expertise in different fields, so I went to different fields, I achieved that, and now I got this opportunity with Brewtech Marketing. So I say my CEO a lot of thanks for giving me this opportunity. And yes, this is my journey from being a zoologist to being a a senior manager in content writing, or you can say in content field, or as a writer in a marketing company. So I have worked with various companies during this 4 or 5 years of time span, and I have gained a lot of exposure and experiences with that. And I hope in future it will be helpful for me to do something for myself, for the others also, for their employment and all the things and all the credits. Most of the credits I will give to the university because of its brand, because of its name and its support. Today I'm here. And ma'am, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I would like to thank you. Yeah.
for your honest experience sharing. Thank you, Sylvie, and all the best from all of us. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Ruby, I think time is not permitting me to show the projects, so we'll have to close here itself.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing your vision. Thank you so much, experts, for taking out your valuable time and be with us and sharing your experience with our attendees. So thank you, everyone. So, ma'am, we have few queries from our attendees. With your permission, can we take up those queries?
Please, please.
All right, ma'am. So, ma'am, there are few queries for our industry expert, Ms. Karnika Tripathi. So, ma'am, Can we take up the queries for you as well?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so ma'am, there is a query from Bhanu Prasad. So the query is, are there any side effects associated with consuming this plant-based meat? What's your take on this, ma'am?
Okay, so since they are being prepared or manufactured in a way that they resemble closest as much as as close as possible to the genuine meat, the composition is similar, very similar. There are no reported health effects as of now, any side effects on health as of now. There were some very recent reports about it that the protein absorption in the body from these artificial meats is not as not similar, or it is less than the actual or genuine meat. But I'm sure whatever innovations are going on in this field for creating a similar, very close resemblance and close experience for the consumers, not just in terms of the sensory experience, but also in terms of the composition uh, and its absorption and other physiological effects of the artificial meats. This would soon be addressed if there are any things, any such concerns coming up. This is still in very nascent stage of development, so I'm sure that this would definitely be addressed in future.
And Karnika, just to add over here, we just got published one paper. It is accepted, and using bioinformatics approach, we found some food allergens, and this is very interesting. We have a list of lot many food items, and I can share with you if you are interested in this area to work together. Then we can see whether the artificial meat of this particular type of protein is allergic to this set of people. So
Right.
we can extend collaboration with each other. It's a good question from Bhanu. Thank you very much for giving this thought-provoking question to us.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. So we'll take up another question, and that is also very interesting. And I also wanted to ask that question. So the question is from Sri Nikhila Devi. The question is, there are many orthodox vegetarians who strictly prohibit meat consumption. So will this product be useful to such kind of people?
It totally is a choice, actually. Those who are interested in exploring how meat tastes like, what is the sensory experience of consuming meat, they can definitely try, because it would be made of plant proteins.
Yeah.
The first kind of artificial meat that I talked about, which are made from plants. The other type that I explained was artificial meat, which is grown in labs from stem cells as cell culturing methods. So those definitely will be, I would say, technically closer to meat. If I mean, totally would depend upon the choice. If people are interested, they can consume. In fact, from my personal experience, I am a vegetarian, but I did try this in the US in 2019. I did try the artificial meat burger from Dunkin' Donuts. So I don't know, I don't have anything to compare, but I think many people have told me that personally that they tried it and it was very close. The sensory experience, the taste,
Yeah.
mouth, everything was very close to genuine meat.
So those who are asking the questions, I think if they join biotechnology, they can give the answer.
Yes.
Isn't Karnika?
Yes,
Agree?
definitely,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yeah.
Yes.
They're looking very prospecting. I mean, aspirants.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is definitely one great potential area for for the budding biotechnologists. They can definitely explore this.
When
Yes, definitely.
we have to boost our immune system, and such kind of artificial meat
Yep.
can prove. Yes, Ruby, next question, please, if
Yes,
any.
ma'am, I can agree with you that meat is very difficult to digest. So I hope the people found this product interesting, and then they can be related to this and can go for this. So, okay, ma'am. So we'll go on to the next query. So there's another query from Myra. She wants to know that, talking about the trend, which specialization has maximum job opportunities nowadays? So, Dr. Neeta, I would like you to comment on this.
Oh, this is a really very difficult question, I find for myself, because if these students take admission in biotechnology, it is multidisciplinary stream, so they can join anywhere. They can join biology, bioinformatics, biochemistry. Karnika, please correct me if I'm wrong, because biotechnology has a lot of scope and it is completely multidisciplinary branch. So even bioinformatics is also very emerging branch nowadays. Then data analytics, market research, these are very, very prominent areas one can look forward the career opportunities. Forensic science is also very, very good, because during pandemic, we could come to know that what is cyber security and all. So this is also a very good branch.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Just to add one more point, my perspective is that it should depend upon your interests. If you are interested in going towards research or taking up a corporate job, but definitely coming from a life sciences background, whether it be your biotechnology, bioinformatics, microbiology, or zoology, botany, anything, just you have to be focused and be aware of what all opportunities are there. There is a lot out there to explore, and I would suggest everyone, and in fact I keep doing that, whoever reaches out to me, that don't go by the trends and what people say, but go as per your interests, whether it is research or a corporate job.
Yes,
Thank you
very
so
true.
much.
And this is the reason that we have different pathways in the curriculum. We have research pathways, or the higher study pathway, entrepreneurship pathway, and the corporate job pathway, government job pathway. So there is a flexibility in the curriculum what we are offering to the students. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So we'll take up last but not the least query from our attendee, that is from Gurusis. She wants to know that there are state level or center level administration tests or other tests are there. So our curriculum, LPU's curriculum, is in accordance with that.
Yeah, yes, very well. Our master students, they qualify NET examination. BTech students, they qualify GATE examination. There are a lot many examples. Actually, I could not show the PPTs, otherwise I have narrated. They get the all India ranking also. And forensic students, they qualify FACT examination, and after qualification of this examination, they can join the NFSL, National Forensic Science Laboratories, without passing any other exam. So our curriculum is having about 90% courses from the NET and GATE syllabus.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And with this, now we'll quickly move to our admission expert, Professor Rishi Chopra, and I believe he is the appropriate person to discuss about the admission part, because he is the project head of Division of Admission. So over to you, Professor Rishi, for admission part of the university.
Thank you, Ruby, for such nice introduction of mine, and thank you all the experts. I have been listening to you from a long while, and I can hear Ms. Kanika talking about the details. Dr. Neeta Raj, it was really, really fantastic. And
but Dr. Rishi, thank you for giving us such a nice topic for the discussion.
Yeah, it was really wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Quickly, I'll be taking up some of the very important things regarding the admissions. And if you are able to see my screen, I hope it's visible now.
Yes,
It is.
Yeah, Ruby, in case you see over here, this is our website, and from here, if I go to admissions, and then you can see there are various categories over here. After 12th undergraduate programs, you see over here after graduate, postgraduate programs, and after post-graduation programs. Now, this is the way how to serve to your program, which the program that you want to know about. If I go for after 10+2 regular programs, you click over here, you will see various disciplines in front of you. So from these the list of disciplines that you'll be seeing within few seconds from now. I hope, yeah. Now you can see the discipline you are interested in. Now from here you can select your discipline. Let it be biotechnology. If I click over here, you see a program over here, BSc Honors Biotechnology. And if I move back, I can change my discipline to engineering. There I see biomedical engineering is there. I can see biotechnology engineering is there. Just click over here. You will see the programs under that. And from here on the left side, you see BTech Biotechnology. And there is a BTech Biotechnology 2+2 with international credit transfer option over here. So if I click over here, I'll see the whole page showing me each and everything about this program. You see the eligibility part is mentioned over here. The key highlights are mentioned over here. Then we move on to the research part, student achievements, the rankings, the curriculum. If you see the curriculum, all the syllabi as the scheme, the headings of the subjects which are being taught in the first semester, in the second semester, then in the second year, third year, all are mentioned over here with few more details over here. When you click over here, you see the detail, something about the program, something about the course, all are mentioned over here. Then we scroll down, we see electives which are being offered by school in this particular program. Then the fee structure. If we talk about the fee structure, yes, this is the fee for this particular program, 1,20,000. But yes, we do have various scholarship offerings by Lovely Professional University. Now, scholarship can be taken up at 3 levels. You see, on the basis of 10+2 marks, or if you have appeared for JEE mains and your percentile is more than 795, or you have a part of LPU Nest, you have appeared for LPU Nest and you fall in the category 1 of LPU Nest. Now, what is category 1? I'll click over here. You see, if you get 330 marks out of 400 in LPU Nest, you fall into this category. And if you get 230 marks out of 400, you fall into category 2. And 150 out of 400, you fall in category 3. And the scholarship is based on these categories. You see 48% of scholarship if you fall in category 1. Almost half of your fee is deducted and given back to you as scholarship. 38% in category 2 and 28% in category 3. So your final fee is something like this. If you fall in category 1, due to these 3 performances, your final fee would be 62,400 in this case, 74,400 in this case, and 86,400 in this case. Okay, this is how you see your scholarship part. And then the most important thing over here to be discussed is the important dates. These are the important dates when the online registration starts. The last date of submission of LPU Nest application for the upcoming phase, and then slot booking for the online exam, date of examination, display of the result, and then last date of taking admission. These are really, really important things about a program. The similar things are available for any program if you want to scroll through any of the programs over here. This was one dimension which I wanted to cover. Now, the second dimension I wanted to cover over here is the webinars. We have a lot of webinars which are planned for you for your particular disciplines, and there are a few general webinars for you. So if you want to go through the webinar list, just click onto the admissions. On the left side, you see LPU's Edu-Fair webinars. Click over here. You'll be landing onto our webinar page, which is divided into 2 parts: the upcoming webinars and the past webinars. We do have the recordings of all the past webinars over here, and we do have the registration links for the upcoming webinars on your way for this month as well as for the coming month. So delay in now loading the page. Please bear with me for a while. Need to again wait. So from this page, actually, you can register for all the upcoming webinars. There are going to be the webinars related to the campus life in LPU, the placements at LPU. The webinar is planned for your parents as well, where parents' queries are taken up, and a lot more. You see this page, upcoming webinars. So today itself, from 4 to 5, our Pro Vice Chancellor is going to speak about Masters in Engineering at LPU. You can register over here, scan this QR code. This option is there for scanning, and or you see a registration link over here. Directly move on to this link and register for this webinar, right? So this is a small page wherein you can register, right, and attend this webinar. Similarly, we have all the upcoming webinars. If you want to start your degree at LPU and finish overseas, you need to attend this webinar by Ms. Supriya K. Matthew. Then regarding the placements, Dr. Harpal Theti is going to speak tomorrow from 4 to 5. So there is a whole list available over here. Anyway, you can land onto this page and you can register. And there are few past webinars. You see the page loading, and there are recordings of all the webinars which have already been held and delivered by so many industry experts along with the resource persons from LPU. So just click over here and you can view the YouTube recording. That was all from my side, just giving a demo how to explore the website and find the appropriate information by yourself. Over to you, Ruby.
Thank you so much, sir, for the detailed information about the admission part and the attendees. You have heard our mentorship. So it is rightly said that decisions determine destiny. So don't just wait for the last date. Go ahead, decide your own date and take admissions as soon as possible. So now we'll conclude today's webinar. I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution to our webinar, which was entitled as Role of Bioengineering and Biosciences in Achieving Sustainable Development Goals. So my deepest gratitude goes to all who attended this webinar and helped to make it such a successful one. And experts, I'm sure your years of experience, your years of research will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So till next time, I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.